Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a Plankton statue. And by the way, just in case you guys have any more SpongeBob related needs, check out the card system and the link in the description below for my SpongeBob builds playlist. If you want to make Plankton, here's what you're going to need. You will need some black wool, some dark green wool, also grab yourself some white wool, red wool, and finally grab yourself some yellow wool. And once you have each one of those 5 colours right there, and once you've figured out where you want to make them, I'll be making them right here, you're going to want to kick off your Plankton with a row of 5 dark green wool coming directly up from the floor. That's 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you have your row of 5 dark green, you then want to take this top block, this 5th block, and go right of it by 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then connect that 4th block back down to the ground to give you this shape, kind of like an N shape. Once you've done that, you then want to do 2 dark green in the top left hand corner of your N and 2 dark green in the top right hand corner of your N, kind of like that, coming down. Once you've done that, you now want to do a row of 5 dark green wool in front of this top row of 5 dark green wool. So horizontally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just coming out in front like that. In front of that row of 5 dark green wool, do a row of 3 dark green, like this. On top of this row of 3 dark green, add an additional row of dark green wool. Then, on top of that, do a row of white wool. On top of that, do another row of dark green. On top of that, do a row of yellow. On top of that, do a red in the center, then yellow either side. On top of that, do another row of yellow, then a row of black, then finally a row of dark green to give you this. That's obviously Plankton's face. Once you've got that taken care of, you now want to come around to the back of your Plankton statue. You want to, in line with this top row here, add a row of 5 dark green coming out of the back of your statue, like this. Then do another row of 3 dark green just coming out of the back, like so. What you then want to do on top of all of these outside dark green blocks, if you guys can see what I mean here, how we kind of like have a circle of dark green blocks, on top of each one of these outer dark green blocks, you want to do a row of 8 dark green. And you don't really even have to count it out, as a matter of fact, you just have to match it with the height at the front of the head like this. So you just want to do this all the way around the base of your Plankton, and you want to form a shape which is extremely similar to a pickle, funnily enough. So you want to end up with a shape that should look a little bit like this. Plankton shaping up a little bit. Once you've reached this point right here, this is what you want to do next. So you want to be on the left hand side of your Plankton, and you want to locate this block right here, this middle block. Can you guys see the one that I'm talking about? This one that I have highlighted? If you kind of want to make it easy, you want to find this row on the front of the face, just above the mouth, follow around to the left and find this middle block. From this block, do a dark green wall coming out of the statue. Then do a bottom left diagonal from that dark green wall. Go down from the diagonal by 3, 1, 2, 3, and place a dark green wall in front of that second block coming down in your row of 3, so that one right there. And what you want to end up with is Plankton's right arm, or left arm, it kind of depends how you look at things. Once you've got that first arm taken care of, we want to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So run this row, follow it all the way around to the right hand side of your statue, locate this block right here, extend it out by 1, do a bottom right diagonal, go down by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then extend this second block in your row of 3 coming out of the statue by 1. Once you've reached this point right here, in which you have his body, his face, both of his arms, pretty much everything except his 2 antennas at the top of his head, you now want to move all the way up to the top of his head, and you see this empty space that we have up here? Well, you just want to fill it in completely with dark green wool, just as I'm doing now. So, the way that you want to fill it in, you don't want to fill it in like just that top part, you want to do it with a square that is like 1 row higher than the actual empty space above the head. So you just want to have something which should look like this. Like I've been telling you guys, pretty much the shape of a pickle. Once you've done that, you then want to come to the top of the head, and starting from on top of this block right here, can you guys see the block that I'm talking about that I have highlighted, this middle left block? Place a dark green wool on top of it. Then up left diagonally from there, do a black wool. Then up left diagonally, do a dark green. Then do a black wool. Then do a dark green. That's the first antenna completely taken care of. Once you've got that first one taken care of, you now want to do the exact same thing on the right hand side here. So on top of this middle right hand block, do a dark green wool, then upright diagonally, black wool, then dark green, then black, then finish up by doing a dark green wool, and those are Plankton's 2 antennas. Once you've got both of those taken care of, you have actually 100% fully completed your Plankton statue. Let's take a look at him, shall we? Let's take off the UI and let's give him a bit of a spin. So, this is what your Plankton should look like once you have 100% fully completed him. Originally, I just made him as kind of like a joke to kind of go with my chum bucket that I uploaded yesterday, but after making him and actually sticking him in front of my chum bucket, I decided that at least I think I did a pretty good job. I think he looks pretty good, and he's pretty easy to build as well. He's kind of in scale with the SpongeBob that I made. I made a big giant SpongeBob statue, and he's, you know, he's kind of like in scale with him. He's really tiny next to him, and I think he looks pretty cool, and like I said, he looks pretty easy to make. I think I did a pretty decent job, and I thought you guys might want to know how to make him. So, hopefully you have managed to make him no problem. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. And remember, chum is fun.